Greetings, magical souls. This one came in this morning for me as I was waking and journaling and whatnot. And it's new. As I mentioned, I have lots of material, lots of beauty and magic that I can share during these 30 days. But this is something else. But I feel it's possibly one of the most important. So the message here is, if you are somebody who is walking through this life, has been walking through this life, that feels like you're a failure, that feels like everything you've tried to do has not worked out, ended up as a dead end. Maybe you've done some studying of courses, things like that, and then after doing the studying of the courses and that, you've done them for a little while, or maybe not even done them at all, like you've not even used them. I'm speaking to anybody out there who this is resonating with. So most of my life, I have felt like a complete and utter failure. I couldn't stay in jobs. It was like, this job will be the next one. I would do courses. This is what I'm going to do with my life. I might use the course for a little while. I might not use it at all. And then I would berate myself and self-flagellate and all those good things that we do to ourselves. Because, oh, look, you've wasted more money, and how can you still not know what you're doing, and da-da-da-da-da. This morning was very, very powerful. And the thing is that in this false world that we live in, success is measured by having a thriving business and driving the car and doing this and having lots of money and what have you. And that suits some people. But I was reminded this morning as I was working through this that there's this quote. I only discovered it a couple of years ago, but it goes like this. Maybe your path is harder because your calling is higher. And so what I'm really trying to share with you here today from my own experience is that I have tried so many different things, worked so many different jobs, looking for the thing that would bring me the stable income, that would bring me the life, that would bring me not having to worry about how I was going to pay my mortgage every month. And then getting up really upset with myself for spending money on courses that then I don't use, but yet I thought that was the thing. Now, what landed for me this morning is that my whole life I have been walking through and experimenting and dabbling in. And so everything that has felt like a dead end was actually just a collecting or a gathering of data and a collecting and a gathering of experience. And so I walked my life really feeling quite lost, really feeling quite hopeless, really feeling like, why the hell do I not know what I'm here to do when everybody else seems to be fine? And today it landed. So my whole life, it appears as though all these things that I have felt were dead ends were actually almost like bridges or little data collection points or the endings of experiences. And what I feel like I've got right now is a whole collection of experiences, jewels, nuggets. It's almost like a whole lot of stuff that I've got that I'm now throwing into the cauldron, and I'm busy stirring the pot. And now I get to bake. These have almost been like ingredients that I have been collecting along the way. And now I have all these ingredients in this beautiful cauldron. And if I tell you that I'm sitting here with so much awe and like this childlike anticipation and excitement, because I'm now able to bake and create the thing from all of these ingredients that I've collected through my 50-something years. And I have no idea what is coming out of that oven or the cauldron, and I feel like a kid in the candy store, because it's like, I have no idea what's coming out. And it's like the kid who goes, why, what, when, when kids do those things. And there is this wonder and this awe and this deep curiosity of like, wow. So all of those little things that I perceived as dead ends and as failures were actually almost like bridges to the next thing when that experience or that collection of data was over. And so this is the thing from here is some of us may not be here to be successful like the false matrix says. Some of us are not here to like just be that and do that and work like that. Some of us are actually here to not work with money like that, but we're here to bring in new ways of abundance or even financial systems and things like that. That's why a whole lot of these things have never resonated. But really, what if some of us are actually here to not have the successes like what has been labeled, but our stuff, our path here has been almost to walk through the fire, to walk through all that difficulty, to walk through all the things not working, to walk through all the like, what the hell? This is now the 30th job I've had, and it's still not what I want. Like, where is this thing that I'm looking for? And I'm also reminded of something that comes from, I think it's an NLP teaching, and it is so pertinent. But that saying is, don't ever try to compare your inside with somebody else's outside. So when we've all been trying to compare ourselves and go, well, that's what success looks like, remember that you're only seeing the outside of that person. It's not, you're not seeing the inside of them. This is all very much, part of the illusion. And I'm not saying that those people aren't happy. They just maybe haven't had the harder path. So their experience has been to come here and do that, which is absolutely a-okay. Not one of these is not better than the other. I'm just trying to explain that up until this morning, it didn't actually really land for me that my whole life has actually not been a failure. And so I've spoken about this before, but I have always believed in magic. And what I realized this morning is that I've always believed in my own magic. It's like I came in with some little fire deep inside me that could not be put out. And when I was looking back on some parts of my life this morning, I was actually, I'm getting a bit emotional just thinking about it, but I was crying, and part of me wondered how the hell I had actually survived some of these things, like how I was still standing. I mean, I've lost count of the amount of times that I've contemplated, leaving my physical body. It's been hard. But the thing was that the magic came in this morning for me. And it was like that little light that I've always had inside me, that little belief in just keep going. And even though the human part of me was in utter despair and just questioning everything. And of course, this led to so much self-doubt and such a lack of self-trust, because how the hell can I keep getting this wrong? And this morning I realized that because I'm not meant to be that way. And I now know sitting here that I'm exactly where I'm meant to be at this late stage in my life. Everything is unfolding with the most beautiful synchronicity and timing. And it's like just allowing it to all unfold. And I don't even know what that thing that comes out the oven or the cauldron is going to look like. And that's also okay. Because you know what? I also get to be surprised. So why I'm sharing this is because initially this started as where's the magic that we can find in the world? Let's remind ourselves the beauty that exists alongside all the horror. Let's find the magic. Let's focus our energy there. And what I would like to leave you with today is you sitting there watching this are also magic. What you hold inside of yourself is also of the greatest beauty. So this is a internal looking, and I invite you to maybe spend 5 minutes after this video, or maybe later today, just writing down, even if it's one thing that you really, really, really love about yourself. Find that beauty in you today. Find the magic in you. Maybe look at something hard that you've gone through and celebrate that you survived that, and know that it is your beauty and your magic that got you through that, and that has gotten you here now, watching this channel, because you are here to change the world. And you have the magic in you. You have the beauty in you. And what I'm reminded as I'm ending off here is that if you can hold, or if you can hold all the magic and beauty within you, and if you can recognize your own magic and beauty, all that's going to happen is you're going to see even more magic and beauty around you, because what you hold within you emanate, and then the universe gives you more of that thing that you are emanating and that you are holding and that you can see within yourself. So never forget that all of that is here. So on the days that maybe you can't find the magic, or maybe you can't get outside, maybe all you need to do is actually look within your own heart, your own soul, because I promise you it is there. And never, ever, ever, ever compare yourself with anybody else, because you are your own unique magic, your own unique beauty. And you know in here exactly what you are doing. You are not too late. You are not too small. You are not too whatever. You are perfect exactly as you are. See you tomorrow here, just us together. Thank you.